Is there a big sense of pride, Ken, after a win like that?
Yeah, there is, absolutely there is. I mean, the quality of the opposition we play on their deck, which we haven't been able to win in well and truly a long time. Played a pretty strong first half and hung tough in the second half because we knew they were, that they play aggressive offence and they get out the back really easy and really quickly. They're well drilled, and to hang on was really, really proud.
What did you put the first half explosion down to?
I thought we had a really good week. I thought as a group we, there's a fair bit that goes said and done around footy sometimes, and our week off the back of a disappointing performance in a really tough competition, and gets probably blown up a little bit more because it is a showdown. We've been a pretty good team. Through the first part of this year, we've put ourselves in a reasonable spot. So I was just really proud of the boys to find some energy after last week and come down on the hardest road trip and get the result.
There's obviously a lot of scepticism that you'd be able to do that given the players that you were missing as well. Was that part of the...
Yeah, and they're a top side, which that gets thrown at us a bit too, which we understand that. But our numbers are not as bad as some people talk around sometimes. But it's a big win for us.
And what about Jason Horne-Francis set the tone earlier?
Yeah, he's pretty... Well, I thought the standing captain was outstanding, and I thought Jason was equally as outstanding. And then the collective team together, and we don't like to individualise a little bit, but certainly some players had big moments out there in the first half to give us a bit of adrenaline, I think, and a little bit of energy to keep playing. Because we played down here last year and we played pretty well. We had a lot of people missing and we fell just short, but we thought we played the ground okay.
How'd you see Radagalia's performance against his old side?
I could use another person's way of it, but how do you see it? I thought he was... It's hard for me because I invest in all my players, so I thought he was really, really strong. I thought he was really important for us. And first game back at Geelong, I know he had great respect and love for the Geelong Footy Club. So it's a big week for a player who comes back to their old club for the first time, and I thought he performed pretty well.
Everyone has so much respect for you for Tom Hawkins. What was Asava like when you said you were going to have the job on him?
He had great... he had great understanding, at least, of who Hawk was and what Hawk can do. So he'd seen it firsthand. So he'd trained against it, played against it, for the first time in a real game tonight. But he had trained against it a lot. And Tom, I should go and read. Tom's been an absolute champion, and we've got personally got great respect for him. I was around when him and Joel started together, and it's a remarkable performance. A bloke his size is still going and playing so well. But Asava knew what the size of the challenge was, and he took it on.
You knew they'd come late, I imagine.
Yeah, we did.
What was your plan going into that last quarter? They got within 3 goals, and obviously everyone was up.
Well, our plan was not to let them get that close, but they're as I said, they're a really good team, a really high quality team, and they're in really healthy shape. They've got all their people available pretty much, and they're a hard team to stop when they get rolling. I've seen them a lot. We're not the only team that struggles to stop them, I don't think, in patches in games.
Jason Horne-Francis off for an extended period in the last quarter. Is that part of the plan? Like, what's the thinking around that?
I'm not sure what extended period, how long. I'm not sure exactly how long that was.
It felt like 6, 7, 8 minutes.
That's probably normal. If I'm being fair, we're not trying to be. I think 6 or 7 minutes is about normal. I mean, you can go a minute or two either side when you're rotations because it's sometimes hard to get him off and on the ground. He worked himself pretty hard, so having an extra minute was pretty important.
Ken, did you speak to Willie Rioli at three-quarter time? He had a brilliant first 3 quarters, 4 goals, gave away the 100-metre penalty just before three-quarter time. Did you speak to him about that?
Oh, no, he spoke to me, but it's not a moment to spend when the game's there to be won. Yep. It's a moment to spend later on. Willie was really, really good, and he's passionate, and he plays on the edge a little bit with his footy, and that's when he plays his best. And I'm sure, and he said that to me, sorry, pretty much, about doing it, but the intent's not to do that. No player sets out to do it. It's disappointing when it happens. You'd rather it not happen.
He's not Simon Madden. I'm not saying he is, but you must be pretty happy with Vicentini.
He wouldn't even know who Simon Madden was. I do, but Simon's a great player, but Viz wouldn't know who you're talking about. But I don't think, but I was really... Like, he played down here last year. Yep. Like we said at the start of the year, we had 3 ruckmen who we think are equally pretty good. We haven't got an absolute standout ruckman. Avan come in and started off really well. Sweetie got his chance, was Crook. We were really comfortable that Viz was going to be okay down here, and he jumped pretty aggressively. He's a pretty aggressive young player. I really like what he brings.
Were you sort of proud of him doubly in a way when they pulled the reins on Stanley?
Yeah, I don't know that was a decision. I don't know why they. I think they put someone on to Hornet, to Jace, so maybe they wanted to do that, and that was a fella they subbed in, so maybe that was more important than what was going on. And the contest ball around the contest was pretty even, I think, over the night. All good. Thank you.
Ken.
Well done.